Since the last devlog, Larry can finally leave his tree. I've added a whole bunch of ability upgrades. Tuck got a whole new appearance. The first ability got reworked, and many more things. My name is Ken and welcome again to another devlog of this roguelite game I'm working on called Adventure of Tuck. So well, first things first, like I said and promised in the last devlog, which has already been 1.5 months ago again, that Larry is finally able to leave his tree. And he totally can leave the tree. It might not be the most graceful way, but he can leave his tree. So obviously I had to make a couple more sprites for Larry. You've already seen him in his holiday clothes, but I also had to make him in his regular clothing. And as you might be able to see, he is a wizard. And next to that I also had to make some animations for him. But to implement these animations into the dialogue system, I had to improve the dialogue system, of course. And this has been a task that I've been procrastinating about for the longest time, because I just simply didn't want to touch the dialogue system. But in the end, it was a really easy task to actually implement animations in the dialogue system, which you can see right here in the video. So in the future I might update the conversations with the other NPCs to add a couple of animations to them. I'll get back to what the purpose is of Larry in a bit, which is actually the next topic, which are the ability upgrades. Well, first of all, maybe I should mention that I've reworked the first ability. Previously this was the big swing ability, of course a big AoE swing that doesn't get destroyed after hitting a couple of targets. And I've actually decided to rework this into a long-range single-target burst. This decision has been made because there were two AoE abilities, which was the big swing and the spinning move, which kinda made the spin obsolete, since every time I saw a big group of enemies, I was just using the big swing and I would never use the spin. And now with the ability changes and upgrades, I thought it would be best to just remove the big swing and keep the spin in. Also, I really love the way the spin looks, so I didn't want to get rid of that one. So the ability upgrades. I've actually made 3 different upgrades for each basic ability and also 3 upgrades for the basic attack, which makes it a total of 12 different upgrades that are available. You can get up to a total of 4 different ability upgrades in a playthrough, and even combine some of the upgrades to have a more powerful one. So well, how do you actually get these upgrades? So that's actually where Larry comes in again. Larry, the lizard wizard, will help you upgrade one of your abilities. After you save him, he will give you 3 choices, of which you can pick 1 upgrade. And next to that, I will make it that he pops up at the start of every next stage to help you out with upgrading another ability. I'll be honest, I was quite inspired by Hades for this one with the ability upgrades. In Hades you have these rooms with this hammer icon, in which you can upgrade your weapon, for example. And to me this feature is something that I find incredibly fun, and it makes me keep on replaying the game just to see which different upgrades are available. So that's of course why I decided to add it to my game. Like, why would I not add something that is so incredibly fun, that adds so much replayability to the game, right? So the next thing is that Tuck got a new appearance as well. I basically got a comment showing that Tuck looks a bit basic compared to the rest, and considering he's the main character, he's the one you're looking at the most, and has to of course look very interesting. Since I started with the project, I've improved a lot on pixel art, and Tuck just was desperately in need of an upgrade, so that's what I did. It actually took quite some time to rework Tuck, since I got so attached to his old model, and I've been using and looking at his old model for so long, that even making minor changes was really difficult. In the end, I actually took a bit of an inspiration of how I looked when I went outside when I was little, where I would wear an overall with boots, so that's what I ended up giving Tuck. He definitely looks a lot less square now, and I think it turned out absolutely great. Of course, next to that I had to update all the animations, and I'm really happy the way it turned out. Next to all of it, I did a whole bunch of things that are maybe a bit less noticeable at first glance. First of all, the camera now slightly moves with where you put your cursor, which just feels a lot better than the static camera. Another thing that I did is a lot of object pooling for projectiles, the currency that drops, the damage numbers, and a lot of other different stuff. Especially during the boss fight, where there was a bit of lag during the first cycle of an attack move, it felt pretty bad. Now with the object pooling, that lag is pretty much gone, for me at least. I don't fully know how it is on a lower end PC, but I don't have the best PC already, so I hope that will be fine. That's of course something I also still have to test. I'll bring out my really old laptop and try the game on there to see if it runs smoothly. And next to that I've done a whole bunch of like minor art related things and updated some lights left and right. So that's pretty much all that I've did since the last devlog. Initially it didn't feel like I did that much, but once I wrote everything down that I did, it actually was quite a lot. And next to that, since the last devlog, of course if you saw the video, you know that I participated in Ludum Dare. This actually cost me a lot of energy, and it took me about a week to fully recover and be excited again to work on my project. Finally I actually managed to find a job. If you don't know yet, I graduated around 3 months ago. And since then I've been looking for a full-time job. Well, now I finally actually found a job in software development, which I will be starting very soon. This is of course good news for me, but I also feel a little bit meh about it since there will be less time to work on the game and of course to make videos. I think and I hope I'll still have the energy to work on the game enough and to make content for you guys, as this is something I really enjoy doing a lot. This has never been a problem either when I was studying or doing an internship, that I was still able to work on the game. So I hope I will still be able to just continue doing this and putting out videos for you guys. Well, I guess it's time to wrap it up here for the video. Thanks a lot everyone once again for watching. Subscribe and like the video if you haven't yet, and of course enjoy my content. And see ya later.